Animosity as a person is the animosity as an opponent. Well, we don't know. Obviously, there's guarantees that each get, but
What is the guarantee?
Well, I'm not going to go into it because with his confidentiality provisions on the Tyson's part, and I have absolutely no idea what Wilder is getting. None. All I know is that with PBC and us, it's a 50-50 deal. In other words, whatever comes in, whatever we divide 50-50, whatever expenses to come off the top. So it's a complete 50-50 deal between our promotion and Wilder's promotion.
What's a realistic number, though, that you think that Tyson will, not what he could make, but what's realistic?
Well, if you tell me how many homes we'll do, first of all, we know what the gate is. Sold out will be about $16 million less the taxes. We know that the closed circuit, but that's small, is doing better than anybody anticipated. What we don't know is the English pay-per-view and the U.S. pay-per-view. So, again, I've talked to Frank Warren, who's the co-promoter with Tyson Fury, and he believes that the English pay-per-view, even at 4 in the morning, will be a million homes. So if that's so, that would end up to be $20 million US in the boat. They charge a lot less.
40 million.
What?
That'll be more. They charge 24.
40 million each?
25 million.
I can't say that. And if the pay-per-view hits 2 million, that 2 million would mean another virtually 160 million in, less what they take for the company.
So do they get 40 million then?
So they would get way over 40 million.
Okay, thank you.
If those numbers hit, they would each make, I don't know what
50.
Wilder would get, but I know that my guy would get well over 40
It's not that
million.
their guarantees are 40 million.
No, that is correct. Nothing like.
I thought you had mentioned a while back that they were, at least in Fury's side, it was a
So you can work the sums.
Well, I don't want to go into
million and then chops with the pay-per-view.
But again, what they're going to end up with will depend essentially on the U.S. and U.K. pay-per-view.
Bob, what's this experience been like working with the other side?
They're terrific. It's amazing. I was fearing the worst, because the worst experience of my professional life was the Mayweather-Pacquiao fight. It was horrible, fighting over everything. They called us the B side. The B side don't tell the A side what to do. That kind of shit. This has been so collegial, and Heyman has some good guys working for him, and everybody has worked extraordinarily well together for the common purpose. I think the reason is, I really think, is on the Mayweather-Pacquiao fight, where we had HBO and Showtime. Look, they each had a sport department that was really a boxing department. They had these little empires that they had, and they fought with each other like cats and dogs. Everything. So when they started fighting with each other, then the promotions started fighting with each other, and it went off the cliff. So it was even though we made a lot of money and it was a big success economically, it was the worst experience of my professional career.
We didn't like it much either.
Okay. All right. This one, everybody is together, and the reason I think it's been so good is because the two networks are adults. And the two networks, Fox and ESPN, have shown the way of how you promote and how you publicize, and there hasn't been any kind of arguments, any kind of disagreements between those two networks. So the promoters, I think, followed that lead.
So, Bob, can we get this again?
Have you got anything from the American Secret Services about whether Donald Trump may be coming to the
Why
fight
would
on Saturday?
whoever said anything about Trump coming? He has a rally Friday night in
Would you like him
in
at
Las
the fight?
Vegas.
Would you like him at the fight?
Well, if the president of the United States, even though it's not my party, wants to come to the fight, I would of course
And that's a
welcome.
lot of shuffling around the VIP seats, is it?
So what? It's worth it because, you know, he has a tremendous following. Trump does, and if hey, Donald Trump is coming to the fight. You know, a lot of these people in Alabama and Georgia and those places are going to tune into the paper.
Alabama will already be tuning in.
Bob, will there be more
Thank you very much, Bob.
Have you talked about some future collaboration, Bob?
with the Fox and BBC again?
What?
Different fights.
Have you talked about some future collaborations between the two?
Yeah, of course. I mean, when you have a very positive experience working with somebody, then you welcome future events where you work together.
What have you guys talked about? One? You guys got something?
We haven't talked about anything other than this fight.
Bob, with the progress that was made leading up to this fight.
Hey, Bob,
All right,
please follow this gentleman right
Just
here.
let me-
We're gonna
Go ahead.
continue this, okay?
Go ahead. Yeah.
With the Bob, with the
Joe Cohen. It's a long way from Evil Knievel and Snake River, and it was $150.
Where you guys going? Please go to Studio One, guys. Studio One.